everybody. It's your favorite hood healer. It's your favorite hood high priestess. It's your favorite motivational dominatrix. It's your favorite auntie uncle. It is your favorite pirate captain. It is your favorite goddess king, LadySpeech in the place to be, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. It is Sunday, baby, and it is 9:09, so you know what that means. It's time for a little Sunday service, spiritual tea, soul food session. I'm mixed that up, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's Sunday, and I'm here to serve you your spiritual tea. I'm here to offer you up some soul food. I'm here to help you with a little spiritual guidance so you can make the rest of this week your best and bottom bitch, baby. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you lovelies. Now, if you are an OG here, go ahead and put a butterfly or a blue heart in the comments. If you are new here, go ahead and put a caterpillar or a yellow or green heart in the comments. Good morning to all my lovelies. It's so good to see you all. First and foremost, let's have a little bit of transparency. Now, I realized when I came back, I said that I was going to give you a video 3 times a week in February, and that did not happen this week. It did not happen. Your favorite auntie captain goddess, your favorite pirate king is still getting settled, and my filming space was not worked out yet. So this is the only reason why you guys haven't gotten your videos. You will get your videos this week. Also, that's not the only reason why. Also, many of you know, I am a store manager at a beautiful apothecary botanica. You will be getting a video about this. And this week I was on my own. I managed the store completely by myself. So that took up a lot of my energy, time, and focus. I wanted to make sure I did the very best job that I needed to do there. So that meant I didn't film. So I apologize. I want to apologize to all of you who are expecting those videos this week. And I want to let you know you will be getting your 3 videos from me for the rest of February. Okay, my loves, thank you so much for your patience. Y'all know moving. I moved my entire life from one state to another, and getting settled has been an event, to say the least. But now that we've got that taken care of, let's move on to this reading, honey, because that's really why you showed up. You showed up today for a little spiritual counsel. You showed up today so you can get yourself a reading. So let's do that. Let me introduce you to the elements of this reading. For those of you who are new here, for you OGs, you already know what's up. You already know what's up. But for you newbies, let me introduce you to the process, okay? This is a reading, darling. So we're going to be using tarot cards. This is a divination. So we're going to be using message from our animal guides deck. We're going to be using the goddess oracle deck. We're going to be using the Osho Zen deck, and we're going to be using the angels and ancestors deck, okay? Now, I'm always surrounded by at least 10,000 Lawal, the Orisha, my spirits, my ancestors. But when I do these readings, I like to bring my rock friends. So first and foremost, we've got some raw emerald for that heart medicine, that good heart energy. We've got some hematite and black tourmaline mixed for that good protection vibe. We've got some blue chalcedony for that third chakra, not that third chakra, but that throat chakra action and assistance. And we've got some raw rose quartz. Again, a little bit of that love energy in the morning. And my lovelies, you know what's back. That's right, my dears. It is the amazing and the lovely affirmation box, my love. So we will be doing our affirmations today. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Now, the Cash App is LadySpeech, the Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa, and the PayPal is LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. In the name of reciprocity and reparations, in honor of Black History Month, go ahead and show some financial appreciation for my labor. If you benefit from my content, if you benefit from these readings, it always feel empowered to show that appreciation via financially, okay? Put a little something in the collection plate if you feel so moved to do so. And lastly, my loves, I am obsessed with this obsidian crown. Do you hear me? Obsessed. I'm obsessed. You're going to see this crown a lot. You're going to see this crown a lot. And not only are you going to see this crown, I'm going to get myself a couple of other crowns. Obsessed. 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 But I also like the idea of all of this protective energy around my head, especially because we live in the bald baddie life now, baby. We live in the bald baddie life. Okay, my dears, are you ready for this reading? Are you ready for this reading? Because I'm ready to give it to you. I'm ready to give it to you. I'm ready to pour all this good spiritual counsel and all the love I got on you, baby. I want to let you know that if you're here in the beginning, you are on time. If you are here in the middle, if you get here in the middle, you're on time. If you get here in the end, you are on time. Whenever you get here, you are on time. If you're watching this live, you're on time. If you're watching this after as it's been recorded, after it's been recorded, you are on time, okay? And shout out. Who was this? Was this Alicia? Shout out to Alicia B for this beautiful super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are wonderful and amazing. I forgot I had that. I forgot I had that. It's been so long since I've been here. I forgot I had that. So you are all free to offer up super chats if you want to, or stickers or all that good stuff. All right, you good people. Let me check in with the comments, and then we're going to keep it pushing and keep it moving. All right. Good morning. North of Nick said, rocking the crown, befitting of an auntie king. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You also said, good morning, so I'm so excited you're doing these so early, perfectly timed with my current work schedule. Yes. And for a reminder to all of you guys, for all of February, I'm going to be doing these readings for you on Sunday at 9:09. I started this reading at 9:09 Eastern Standard Time. So for the rest of February, you can expect that. And that's how we're going to do the readings moving forward. Every month, I'm going to pick a set time for that month, and I'm going to come to you in the lives for that set time, okay? So it's going to change. It might change next month. It probably will change next month, but it'll still be early. But for now, 9:09 a.m. in the morning on Sundays, baby, for the month of February. Let me continue to check in with these comments. Alondra, I love it. Is it a robe or is it a coat? Either way, I love it. Baby, let me tell you something. This is a situation. Alondra is asking about this right here. This is a situation. It's not just a robe, honey. It's not just a dress, honey. Okay? It's all of that. It's a robe. It's a dress. It's a hoodie. It's a situation. It's a blanket. It's a situation. It's drugs. I love this thing so much. If you get you one of these, my advice is don't lay down. Don't lay down, because you will go to sleep. This thing is so comfortable. I'm going to live in it today. I often live in it. I love this. Get you one. It's a hug. It's a comfort. It's my boyfriend. It's my girlfriend right now. It's a situation. I can talk about it all day long. I love it. It just brings me, it's one of my favorite things. It's one of my new favorite things. All right, good morning, you good people. And again, thank you. Oh, so many OGs. I see so many butterflies, blue hearts in the building, and I see some newbies in the building. So it's good to see you all. It's good to be with you. It is good to be with you. Also, I'm trying to come at you live more. So definitely give me some suggestions in the comments about what you would like me to do. I feel real weird just coming at y'all live and I'm not doing anything. So give me some suggestions of how you guys would like me to go live with you in the comments. If you want to see some routine, or if you want me to talk to you, or I don't know, just give me some suggestions because I'm trying to be here more with you guys. Okay. Now with all that being said, let's get started. All right, let's get started. Buckle up, buttercups, because this is going to be a ride. Not a bad one, but it's going to be a ride. I have a feeling a couple of you are going to get called out. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm getting called out, so yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to begin with the message from our Animal Guides deck. And I really appreciate the fact that the universe is starting us out this way. It is starting us out with the message that you ain't nobody's punk, all right? The message is from the Wolverine. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. Let me tell you about the Wolverine. Let me tell you about the gospel of the Wolverine, okay? These little bastards are low to the ground. They're short. They look like they're easy to kill, but they're not. Run up on a Wolverine if you want to. Run up on a Wolverine if you want to, because this little one got hands. This little one got hands. And its tenacity and determination is absolutely unmatched, okay? Do not let the fact that you are little, you are small in stature, in power, don't let that stop you from being great. And also, the message of the Wolverine is here to remind you that you are stronger than you think you are. You are stronger than you think you are. You can handle it. You are tougher than you think you are. You can handle it. Now, let's talk about toughness. Toughness doesn't mean you ignore your weakness. Toughness and strength doesn't mean you have no weaknesses. Toughness and strength doesn't mean you don't find yourself in a corner crying sometime. Toughness and strength does not equate to you not having autonomy. Toughness and strength mean you can cry, mean you can feel weak sometimes, but you're still strong, but you're still tough. I want you to chin up, baby. I want you to chin up. Whatever you're going through right now, you're going to make it through. You're going to make it through. You're going to make it through. Now, I used to be a self-defense teacher. And one of the most important things in self-defense that the first lesson I would teach people is when you're under attack, you have to find a place to breathe. Most of the times when we're under attack by life or in general or for real, the first thing we do is shorten our breath. We stop breathing as deeply. And this limits our response. When you shorten your breath, when you're not breathing deep, your mind isn't going to think properly because you're not getting enough oxygen to it, and your body cannot operate at its maximum level because you're not getting enough oxygen to it. Even when you're under attack, and I can attest to this as someone who is a survivor, you have to find a place where you can breathe, where you can center, and then you can pull up whatever you need to pull up and pull on so you can defeat the situation or survive the situation that's in front of you, okay? Whatever you got going on, I want you to take a minute to pause. I want you to take a minute to breathe. I want you to take a minute to ground yourself. And you need to remind yourself that you are one powerful being and that whatever challenge is before you, you can handle it. You are tougher and stronger than you think. Stop playing like you're weak. Stop playing like you're weak. I am not saying override your weaknesses. I'm not saying override your limitations. I'm not saying that. I'm saying some of you, and this is a human thing. And this is also a thing that happens under capitalism. We think, because we have been conditioned, that we're not as strong as spirit actually knows we are. You're tougher than you think you are. You can take the spankings, you can take the lessons, you can take the redirection, you can take the correction. You can take and handle whatever you're going through, all right? Now, being strong and being tough doesn't mean you do this by yourself. I'm also not communicating that message. Lean on your community. Lean on your village. And if you are trying to lean on your village and no one's there, this is a great opportunity for you to see that the village you have is not worthy of you and that you need to rebuild a new one so you can lean on them. So being tough doesn't mean you don't lean. Being tough doesn't mean you don't have times when you're defeated. It doesn't mean those things. It means that you have all of those things and you can still keep going. All right? All right. Now, the toughness card was something that we needed because the next card is the Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust you're capable of doing so. Listen, not everybody's leadership is going to look the same. Not everybody has the same mission with their leadership, but everybody is a leader. First and foremost, you are the leader and master of yourself and of your system, of your world. You are the leader and the master of that. You are the leader and the master of your domain. You are being tasked to lead your ancestors into healing. You're being tasked to lead your ancestors into healing by healing yourself. Now, some of us are leaders in our family. We're ushering in a new spiritual path and purpose. We're breaking generational cycles, and we're ushering in a new dawn and a new day under our names. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Some of us are leaders in our village, in our communities. We're helping people move through crazy situations. We're helping people move forward in life. Some of us will lead nations. Some of us will lead millions, some of us will lead thousands, but all of us are being tasked with leadership. All of us, no matter who you are leading, are tasked with first leading ourselves and leading our ancestors into healing and breaking these generational cycles. Nobody's okay right now. And the earth is engaging in the Great Reset. This pandemic is a part of a bigger spiritual energy. There's a lot of things that are dying around us. Capitalism, toxic patriarchy, lots of things are dying. White supremacy. And these things aren't going to go down without a fight. Things are also being reborn. There is a new earth rebuilding itself. And there are new leaders who are being called from the depths of your soul to step up. So step up. And being a leader doesn't require your perfection. It doesn't require you to be spotless. Good leaders make mistakes. Good leaders own their mistakes. Good leaders are imperfect. Good leaders own the fact that they are imperfect. Good leaders try their best, and they do their healing work. That's what you need to do. Try your best. Do your healing work. Be corrected when you need to be corrected. Learn, unlearn, relearn. You're being called upon to provide leadership. You got this. You can do this. You got this. You can do this. All right, my friends, are you ready to do a little call and response? The fabulous, amazing affirmation box is back. We're going to pull at random. I need to put more stickers on my box. You know what? I have more stickers. All I have is my Black Lives Matter at School sticker. I have more stickers. I need to find my stickers and put them on my box. All right, my loves. Let's see what the universe has for us today. I'm going to put this down. Let's see what the universe have for us today. All right. Repeat after me. Brown. This is most appropriate for... Look at the universe be coming through. Black History Month. Let's do this. Brown is beautiful. And I want everybody to say this. Repeat after me. Brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. This is important whether you're a brown skinned person or not. Say it. Affirm it. Affirm it. Affirm the fact that our brothers and sisters and siblings are beautiful no matter what their skin tones are, but especially our darker hued sistren and brethren and siblings. Let's affirm them. Brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. All right, you beautiful people. This is for the melanated folks. Now, if you do not contain melanin, then do not speak this affirmation, but hold space. One of the things that we need to be good at is not only affirming ourselves, but being safe spaces so people can affirm themselves around us. So people can affirm and pour into themselves around us. So if you are melanated, I want you to repeat after me. My melanin is magic. 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 All right, you beautiful people. Let's do one more affirmation. We're going to make it a 3 affirmation day today. So every time we do affirmations, we're going to do 3. So that's from... This affirmation says, I release worry. Everybody can repeat after this. Repeat after me. I release worry. 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 All right, beautifuls. Let's move on. Once again, if you benefit from this content, the Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. The PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. All right, beautifuls. We're going to move on to the Goddess Oracle deck, okay? So, we begin with Aphrodite, and this is all about love, okay? Love is the name of the game. Love yourself. Pursue love. Work on love. everybody needs to be doing love work at this moment. And I don't mean romantic love. Oftentimes, when we speak about love or when love comes into the reading, a lot of times we only tend to focus on the romantic love. But did you know that that is not the only type of love there is? And did you know that though romantic love is so beautiful and so divine and so fulfilling, it's not the most or the ultimate fulfilling love? Romantic love is beautiful, it's amazing, and it's divine. But there are other types of love that need to be pursued and fortified. The love that exists between you and the Spirit, you and God, you and your ancestors, agape love, as some people like to refer to it. This spiritual love. Are you rooted in the love between you and your spiritual team, between you and your God, your goddess, between you and your ancestors? When's the last time you affirmed the love between you two? There is love there. There is love there. There is love there. There is love between friends. Are you pursuing the love between friends? The platonic love between village. There is love of family. The love of your chosen family. And the love of your blood family. There is the love that exists between earth itself and us. And many of us need to work on this love relationship. Your mother loves you. And when I say your mother, I mean Mother Earth. She loves you. She loves us. And she wants the best for us. Capitalism and white supremacy, colonialism has got us so separated from her. She continues to show up and shower us with her love. And many of us, we have forgotten the ways of our ancestors that connected us to her and allowed us to show our love back. Show love to your mother. When is the last time you showed love to your mother? Go out and pick up litter. I noticed in the neighborhood that not the neighborhood that I lived. I noticed this the other day driving around, that there was trash in this random stretch of road that I drove on. And I was like, there's just a bunch of trash here. And it was in a residential neighborhood. I'm like, it seems like no one is really, and it's by like a highway. And I was like, it seems like no one's really picking it up. So I'm still new here. I'm figuring out the streets. I'm going to try to find that street again. And I'm going to mark it. And then if there's still trash, I'm just going to go pick up trash. I'm going to go pick up trash. I'm going to go pick up trash. It's not my job, but it is my job. I see something wrong with the earth. I'm going to do something. And I can do that. I can do that. I can go pick up the trash and put it somewhere. Show love to your earth. Plant a garden. Go hug a tree. Go treat an animal with love. Garden. Go show love to the earth. And go bask in her love. Not just show her love, but feel her love. And let her know that you feel her love. Do some love work. Break out your candles. Break out your pink candles. Break out your love magic, okay? And a lot of you are going to shoot directly to romantic love. And though that's important, and a couple of you do need to focus on romantic love into the end-all be-all, okay? Now, the sign for me is I know I'm probably going to get a boo at some point, so I'm working on that. Your favorite auntie, uncle, captain, goddess needs a boo, all right? Long distance or local, I don't care. I will fly to you. So I'm also focusing on the love work, the romantic love work. But love, darling. And lastly, love of self. Love of self. Love of self. Love of self. One of the most important things that's important in our self-love work is self-acceptance work, and we don't speak to that. There's a lot of us who can't love ourselves because we don't accept ourselves. We don't accept our flaws, our greatness, our goodness, our genius, our fucked up shit. We don't accept it. A big part of loving yourself successfully as a person and sustaining that self-love is accepting yourself and accepting yourself in your fullness. Ultimately, this is how we need to love people. Because people are full human beings. Everybody has amazing things that are about them, and everybody has some problematic elements. And we need to be able to love in our completeness. So, learning and leaning into self-acceptance. Learning and leaning into self-acceptance is a huge part of self-love. And there's some of you who honestly need to work on your self-love. You honestly need to do this. Because, darling, loving yourself is one of the most potent and powerful magics you can ever engage in. Loving yourself is also breaking generational cycles. How many people in your lineage have been taught to hate themselves? How many people in your lineage have been taught to loathe everything about them? It's probably more than you think. It's probably more than you think. It's probably more than you think. Love yourself, pour into love, bask in the love that is around you. There is love that surrounds you, love from the earth, love from the animals, love from Mother Nature, love from people. Bask in the love that already exists. Bask in the love. Open yourself up to love. For some of you, this is a very strong message to open yourself up to love. And for some of you, the message is work on why you don't receive love. Work on why you don't receive love. There are a lot of you who are calling for love. I see so many people who do love work and manifestations. What's my love life like? And there's rarely someone who comes to me asking about their love life who is where they need to be. And a lot of us who come working for their love life, I'm like, you are manifesting the holy hell out of love, but you can't receive it. That's an internal thing. You can manifest it all day. It actually is in front of your face. But because you haven't done your healing work and you don't know how to open your heart to love and you don't know how to receive it, Creator can bring love to you all day long. But if you have a block around receiving love due to trauma and pain, you're not going to receive it. Spirit is not going to be able to penetrate through that unless you let it. So some of you, this is a message that you need to work on your hurt heart. You need to address the pain that you've experienced due to family or due to past breakups or due to past friends. You need to address that. You need to heal it so that you can open all the way up to the love that's around you. Alrighty then, love is important, baby, love is important, love is important, baby, love is important. We have Pele, which is about awakening. I don't know about you. Some of you have watched my past couple videos, so you know that I opened up this year in a most crazy way. It was definitely an initiation, what happened to me. And the way my soul has been blown open is absolutely ridiculous. At the beginning of actually at the end of 2020, I remember saying the phrase, I died 1,000 times and I got up 1,000 more. Oh, thank you for that gift, baby Halo. I appreciate you for your super chat, honey bunches of oats. Mwah, thank you. At the end of 2020, I died 1,000 deaths, and I was reborn 1,001 times. At the end of 2021, I died 1,002 deaths, and I was reborn 1,003 times. At the end of this year, I'm probably gonna die 3,000 times and be reborn 3,001 times. Lord. We're not done. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. It's a rebirthing season, honey. The awakenings are coming. There's layers to this. We are being peeled apart, broken open. The awakening is here. It is going to be violent in some cases, and it's going to be chaotic in most cases. Pele, the goddess of volcanoes. Volcanoes are beautiful. They're a symbol of complete destruction and full rebirth. Volcanoes are responsible for making islands, creating land. And not only do volcanoes create land, it creates fertile land. Also, volcanic glass is beautiful and when treated in the right way, quite sharp. Be ready and don't get comfortable. You're going to be blown to smithereens several times. My suggestion is to lean in and surrender. Surrender to the destruction that's going to come into your life, and it's going to level things out completely. But the great thing about that type of destruction is that there is complete fertility that is available to you after that. When Pele is in the building, that lava, that heat destroys all around it, but it creates at the same time. And it creates space for new life to come forth. So you cannot be afraid of this destruction. In leaving Colorado, I destroyed so much. I destroyed my entire old life. That life, even if I were to pick up right now, pack up and move back to Colorado, that life that I was living there is dead. And that life has been composted and is providing fertile ground for this new life that I am building here. And that I will continue to build when I move away from here. Sometimes it takes complete destruction for your rebirth to be complete. Lean into the awakening that's happening. Sometimes the awakening is quiet and soft. Sometimes the awakening is chaotic and big. Lean in. Lean in. Allow yourself to be destroyed so that you can be rebirthed. All right, beautiful people. All right, beautiful people. How you feeling? If you're feeling good in the comments, can I get an amen, baby? If this is checking out for you, can I get a check mark, honey? Don't forget that Cash App is LadySpeech, that Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa, and that PayPal is LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Also, thank you for the super chats, y'all. Thank you for the super chats. For those of you who aren't in America, the super chat is actually a really good way to get money to me without doing the PayPal, the Cash App, all that good stuff. Okay, so let's move on to some affirmations, and then I'm going to check in with the comments. Okay, so I've got one affirmation. We're going to pull 3 affirmations. This is the second affirmation. Let me dig through this. Let me dig through this. Let me dig through this. All right, this is the third affirmation. Repeat after me. I liberate my life from all disempowering beliefs. I liberate my life from all disempowering beliefs. Repeat after me. I liberate my life from all disempowering beliefs. I liberate my life from all disempowering beliefs. I liberate my life from all disempowering beliefs. All right, this affirmation says, I love money and money loves me. Remember, my loves, money is actually not the root of all evil. We've always had currency on this planet. Money is just another form of currency. Capitalism and white supremacy is the root of a lot of evil. Colonialism is the root of all evil. Repeat after me. I love money and money loves 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 me. A word about that. A lot of you want to do money manifestation work, but it's not going to come to you if you don't understand and connect with where your views of money come from and what you feel about money. You're not going to manifest money in your life if you hate money and if you're scared of money. And a lot of you hate money or are scared of money because you've been indoctrinated to do so, because that's capitalism. It's crazy how that thing is so insidious and how it works. So if you want to manifest more money and you find you're doing money manifestations and it's not working, sit back and examine at your core what your feelings and thoughts are about money. And then watch as you shift that, how abundance grows in your life. All right, this last one says, I have all the resolve I need to succeed. Repeat after me. I have all the resolve I need to succeed. I have all the resolve I need to succeed. I have all the resolve I need to succeed. I have all the resolve I need to succeed. I have all the resolve I need to succeed. Let's check in with these comments. Let's check in with these comments. Let's check in with these comments. All right. A lot of you sent me some amen, so y'all are connecting with it. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Melted Snow Girl said, I'm going to university 20 years late. According to people, going for deep sea biology to help the earth. Congratulations! You are not too late, baby. You are on time. You are on time. That is freaking amazing. Baby Halo said, working on it. Burlesque really helps. Yes, honey. Let me tell you, I'm a burlesque dancer myself. I haven't been on the stage in a minute. I'm super looking forward to hitting the stage soon. Burlesque is an amazing art form. It is a spiritual experience for me. It literally is a spiritual experience. I ritualized my first time on the stage, and I gave, anytime I dance, it is a offering to a particular spirit. And also when I dance for all of my enslaved, formerly enslaved ancestors who never got to be appreciated in their sensuality and sexuality. It was always objectified and exploited. So I dance for those women and those men who wanted to, and those people who wanted to, because not all of your ancestors were heteronormative. Some of them were trans, some of them were non-binary, some of them were gender fluid, and they weren't able to express it. So I dance burlesque to heal myself. It's always a healing experience. I come from a background where I was taught to hate myself. My body was extremely abused. I've survived all of the things: molestation, child rape, rape as a young woman, severe beatings, all of it. So I hated my body for a very long time, and this body was a prison. So when I speak to the journey of self-love, I do speak to it from a place of like, I absolutely loathed who I was. Every part of me. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I loathed it for years. And now I'm not there. I absolutely love every part of who I am. And I accept all of me. And that love is sustained. And it is through the healing work that I've done, but burlesque was a really big part of that. So welcome to the burlesque fold. And burlesque really does help. I love it. Yeah, and I'm so happy that you are finding your self-love through that. That is beautiful and wonderful to see. Let's check in with some more comments before we move on. Let's see. Yeah, someone said I can relate to that. Good morning. Good morning. I Weeb said, I appreciate these services. They have become a part of my weekly ritual. This message is on time. Yes. I'm so glad that this is part of your routine, babe. That's an honor. That's an honor. Alicia B said, I've been so cut off from everyone and everything that I haven't had as much contact with Mother Earth as I used to. Get back with that connection, babe. It's okay. It is okay if you haven't been connected. It's just time to get back. Marissa said, I hear you, LadySpeech. I'm just trying to figure out how. We all trying to figure out, baby. We all. Let's see. Linzo said, I started taking care of the apple tree in our backyard. Here's to reciprocity of the earth. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, beautifuls. Let's move on. We're going to move on to the Osho Zen deck, okay? All righty then. We're going to move with the 10 of the suit of fire, and it's all about suppression, okay? One of the big reasons why people are losing their absolute shit right now during this panorama, during this pandemic, is because it has forced us into looking at ourselves. The way of life that we were living, the way of life that a lot of people are trying to get back to, was a way of life that suppressed all of our emotions, our trauma, and our pain. The way society is set up in Western societies, you do not have enough time to look at your trauma. You literally don't have enough time to look at your pain. Between working to pay bills, working to keep up in a society that is actively working against you, many of us are walking around here crazy as all get out due to what has happened to us in the past. And this society keeps you sick because it makes more money for them. This panoramic, this Panasonic has blown the gasket off of all of that. I have been consistently delivering the message that nobody is okay right now. And a big reason why nobody is okay is because everything we have suppressed is coming up. And people are having a harder time keeping it under wraps. This is from pain to trauma, and this is also to psychic abilities. This awakening that I spoke to is awakening on a spiritual level, and awakening on a political level, awakening on so many levels, okay? But this awakening means that the muck and the mire are about to come out. It's almost like a dam that has been plugged up for years. The other day I watched footage of a dam being released after not being released for years, and the first thing that came out of the dam was debris. It wasn't water. It was mud, it was rocks, it was gunk, it was tree limbs, it was all types of gunk that had collected, and as that closure was packed up. So as you are awakening, expect some suppression. Expect some things that you've suppressed to come up. There's a lot of people who have been keeping a wrap on their psychic abilities, their spiritual abilities. That stuff is starting to bloom. There's a lot of you who've denied how hurt you are, the pain that you've gone through. That's going to show up. It's important to deal with whatever it is that you've suppressed that's breaking through those suppressive bounds. It's important for you to deal with it. So if you've been denying your magic, it's absolutely time for you to stop denying your magic. It's absolutely time for you to stop denying your magic. If you've been denying the things that have happened to you, your abuse, it's time for you to stop denying that. Do your work or your work does you, okay? There's a lot of you who you have been ignoring your mental illness. You've been ignoring the ways that you are problematic. You've been ignoring some very big red flags in yourself. And this year, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. Deal with it. If you don't, what you don't deal with is going to handle you. It's going to deal with you. Your unchecked mental illness, it's going to cost you some things. You not dealing with your financial problems, it's going to cost you some things. You not dealing with things that have happened in your past, your trauma and your pain, it's going to cost you some things. So this is about dealing with what comes up. You not dealing with all of your magnificent, because this is the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is great things too. You not dealing with your talents that you're supposed to express. Some of you need to be the artist you were born to be. Some of you need to be the magicians you were born to be. Some of you need to be the intellectuals you were born to be. But this is coming up. So deal with it. No more suppressing things. No more. Deal with it. Deal with it. And that, my friends, is going to require courage. There are times when spirit needs you to be brave, when universe is going to ask you to be brave, and brave is an absence of fear. There are times when you need to literally take the fear up out of you, put it to the side, and move forward on the task and the path and the mission. There are going to be times when, and this happens more often, universe asks you to move with courage. Courage says, piss your pants and do it anyway. Courage means you can be scared, your knees can be shaking, your voice can be shaking, but you need to go forth and conquer. You piss your pants and do it anyway. I'm telling you, be walking towards your goal pissing. I'm so scared you're pissing your pants. So scared you're pissing your pants. The universe does not care if you show up to the thing that it wants you to show up with pissy pants. It just wants you to show the hell up. So spirit is asking you to have courage. You need to show courage and grow. This destruction energy followed up by this, the tiger energy, the Wolverine energy. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. This is an initiation. Newsflash. This year, you're being pushed into the greatest version of yourself. And you're going to be initiated into that. I've undergone an initiation for religious practice. And I will go through more initiations. And those are not easy. They're not easy. They're not easy. You could get hurt. It requires you to push yourself. You are pushed to different levels of your psyche. It's not for the faint of heart. But if you're being tasked with doing it, you can do it. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. You need to have courage. Step out of your comfort zone. You can't grow in your comfort zone. Spirit has got you, but you're going to need to take the risk. Spirit's got you. You need to trust that you are going to land at the right place that's going to nurture you and pour into you. I stepped out on faith moving to this state. I stepped out on faith moving. I followed spirit. This wasn't the plan. This wasn't the state I was going to. I stepped out on faith. Spirit said, you're going to go here and be here for 2 years. I had an inkling of something, and as soon as I got here, spirit started pouring the blessings and opening up all of these doors and opportunities. It's time for you to step out on faith. It's time for you to have courage. Have courage. The seed can exist. You see this plant? This plant first started out as a seed. And that's amazing. As the seed, it can exist for a very long time in that state. It has a hard cover that protects all of the soft insides. But that's not the destiny of that plant. That's the beginning of that plant, is the seed. But the destiny of that plant is to become this. And it only can become this when it lets itself be planted and it does the vulnerable thing, which is break open and allow those soft parts to come out of itself and be exposed to the elements. You're going to need to trust that there's enough nutrients. Spirit's going to plant you in the right place where there is enough nutrients to grow. Does this mean that life is easy for the seed? Nah, it's got to fight through. It's got to fight through the soil, the rocks. It's got to fight through all those. It's got to use the softest part of itself to do the toughest job, which is fight through the soil and in some cases the rock and the concrete. Have you ever seen a weed? Have you ever seen a dandelion growing in the concrete? That's us right now. It looks impossible, but we can do this. Be scared. Do it anyway. It's okay. I didn't know either. I still don't know. But I'm out here doing it. Honey. I'm out here doing it. I'm out here taking it day by day. I don't know know what's going on. It's fun. And every day I pray on it, honey. Every day I pray on it. Every day I light these candles on these altars and I ask for their guidance. Every day I pray on it and I move forward. All right. I hate the fact that they call so many weeds. You need to act like weeds. Everything that they deem weeds, you know, are bad plants. None of that is bad. None of those are all. Every single plant on this planet has a purpose. We have oftentimes misused it and done crazy things. But every plant. I love the resiliency of plants we call weeds because they just don't stop. I love the fact that like people hate dandelions. Number one, dandelions are a beautiful plant. They help the bees. They're amazing. They have a lot of medicinal things. You can make wine from them. You can make medicine from them. It's freaking amazing. And you can make flower crowns, which is fucking awesome. And the blowing the little thing, that's fucking fun. That's amazing. I love the fact that they have such a reputation and they just are resilient as hell. Every single year, dandelions come up and be like, middle finger to the air, we're here. We're here. Is there a dandelion emoji? There's a dandelion emoji. Y'all put the dandelion emoji in the comments. Okay, I don't think there is. But if there was a dandelion emoji, put that in the comments. And you need to be like the dandelion. All right? Even when they say you can't be here, be here. Okay, have courage. Okay? Have courage. Have courage. Have courage. But it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to break out of your seedling casing. It's time for you to go forth and conquer your greatness. You got to trust that Spirit's going to take you exactly where you need to be. Okay? Spirit's going to take you exactly where you need to be. Trust it. Oh, one of you put a little flower and said the closest thing. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, and then you put a flower and then the lion. You guys are cute because there is no dandelion emoji. You guys are fucking cute. I love you so much. All right, you beautifuls. Y'all still feeling all right? Y'all still feeling good? Is this hitting for you? Is this doing good things for you? I hope it is. I hope it is. Let's do some affirmations. Let me go to my affirmation box, my love. Let me see. We've got one blessing here. We've got two blessings here. We've got three blessings here. Let's say these affirmations. This is the first affirmations. Repeat after me. I am a great person. I am a great person. Repeat after me. I am a great person. I am a great person. I am a great person. Say it with your chest. I am a great person. I am a great person because you are. Because you are. Let's do the next blessing affirmation. This affirmation says, my financial abundance is a byproduct of chasing and catching my vision. This is a doozy. My financial abundance is a byproduct of chasing and catching my vision. My financial abundance is a byproduct of chasing and catching my vision. My financial abundance is a byproduct of chasing and catching my vision. My financial abundance is a byproduct of chasing and catching my vision. I'm going to leave this out. And I'm going to say this to myself because I am starting a few businesses. I'm not even starting a few businesses. I'm expanding my businesses that I already have. And so I'm so excited for that. Okay. Speaking of businesses, I'm going to give you guys I'm going to tell you guys who I'm so excited for what I'm creating. Who's coming out? Guess who's coming out? It's me. Guess who's coming out with a line of spiritual kink products? Spiritual kink conjure products. It's me. Okay, who's also coming out with a line of conjure hoodoo products? Spiritual products for y'all, from oils to incenses. It's me. Okay, I'm not gonna talk too deep about it, but like, I'm creating so much for you. I'm creating so much for you guys. So that's why I'm keeping this out. I'm gonna look at this every single day because I am doing I'm like a total spiritual scientist right now. You have no idea. I'm coming up with all these formulations. I'm doing so much research. Like, I'm combining my loves, my spirituality, and my kink, like all of it. I cannot wait to offer this up to you guys. I have been doing spiritual, ritualized, ceremonial kink magic for years. And like, I have all these things that I've developed for myself that I am freaking excited to share with all of you guys in a formal fashion. So, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do a whole video about this. Okay, but I had to share that right now because that's why I'm putting that back. That's gonna help me focus. Anytime I'm having a hard time creating, I'm gonna look at that affirmation and be like, focus, focus. Okay. Okay, let's do another affirmation. This affirmation says, I focus on my blessings, goals, and memories. Repeat after me. I focus on my blessings, goals, and memories. I focus on my blessing, goals, and memories. I focus on my blessings, goal, and memories. I focus on my blessings, goals, and memories. Alrighty then, let me check in with the comments. Let me check in with the I think this might be a troll. I'll wait till you comment some other things because that comment was kind of questionable. Marissa said, if you have advice on it, could you maybe do a video on executive dysfunction? It's killing me right now and I need to make money so bad, but all I do is sit in my room and cross stitch. Yes, I will do that. I will do that. Put that in the comments again when I post this video, Marissa, because I'm not going to remember that right now. But if you put that comment again on this video after I post it, I'm going to see that comment and then I can add that to my notes on videos to make, okay? Because I do have a list of videos that I want to make. So I can add that, but I'm not going to remember. So put that in your... okay, Tyra said, put that in the comments. Okay, def a troll. All right. All right, cool. Well, hopefully I've taken care of that troll. All righty then. Hopefully I've taken care of that troll. Okay, let's move on, my loves. Let's move on. Yeah, they were. Okay, so that one, that I thought that was, okay, I thought that was. I just hid this user. I can't block I'm trying to block the user. This is someone who is following me. It's so interesting for you trolls. Here's the thing. I'm going to speak directly to you for a second because like you keep finding me. I'm not in your area, babe. I'm not in your area. You are in your Jesus thing. Do your Jesus thing. If Jesus is your homeboy, your end all be all, that's cool. I'm not in your lane. Now you over here in my lane. Let me tell you how unchristian like that is. Okay? Jesus wasn't in everybody's business, all right? And you don't need to be in mine, okay? You obviously aren't a true follower of Christ. You obviously aren't a true follower of Christ. I have read the Bible front to back, and you obviously aren't a true follower of Christ. Because all of the things that you're doing, stirring up trouble, that ain't what Jesus would do, and that's not how Jesus would approach his message. If you actually read the Bible, he really did come from a place of love, and he was also quite the organizer and the gangster, okay? He didn't antagonize people. He didn't do that, all right? I'm going to need you to back up. Get off my jock, all right? I dig that you don't like what I do, but I'm still going to do what I do, all right? And I need you to be aware of the more you personally attack me and disrupt my business, my spirits are going to be the people you answer to, all right? I don't even have to put magic on you. I don't even have to put magic on you. I'm not doing anything to you. Unprovoked attacks against me always get answered, especially on the spiritual plane. Don't come over here. You don't like the message? Don't come over here. Don't binge watch my videos. Don't keep up with what I'm doing. Okay? You're acting very colonizer over here. And I need you to understand that I come from people who've always fought back. You'll get smacked into the next oblivion. All right. Your hate isn't welcome here. The real reason why you're over here is because you are magic, and it is suppressed, and it is oppressed. And you witnessing potent, powerful magic in action, it calls to you because you know this is where you need to be. But instead of sitting down and examining that and doing your work, you act infantile and you spew hate. I need you to know that not only am I powerful, but everyone who follows me is powerful. This isn't the group of people to mess with. We are all about peace and love until it's not. Now, you have an opportunity to create your own platforms. Just as I have created my own platforms, you have the opportunity to create your own platforms and spew whatever you want, which includes your hatred. And I guarantee you this, if you do that, I will pay no mind to you because I don't care. But I'm sure you can find people who do. If you're looking for a community, go make one. Get out of mine. And know that if you come over here with your hate, the spirits will answer you in kind. All right. Let's move on, my loves. I appreciate the fact that y'all go so hard in the comments and know that I, just as deeply as you protect me, I'm here to protect you. I don't want any of us wasting too much energy on people. I do understand that sometimes you need to address folks, though. You need to hit that off at the pass. And every once in a while, I need to remind people that though I am a priestess, yes, I am a healer. I am also the magician and very much a warrior. Those things are all one. They are all one. Okay. All right. All right, good people, let us move on. We are going to get in. We did affirmations, right? We did. Let's actually do some more affirmations, because that was just crazy energy. So let's do 2 more affirmations to kind of get through that, okay? Or to push through and to push that negative energy out, all right? So repeat after me. I am delightful. I am delightful. I am delightful. I am delightful. Let's all affirm that. We are beautiful beings in this piece. We are amazing, wonderful, and divine. All right? You are a delightful individual. Say that to yourself. Let's all affirm that, okay? Let's all affirm that. Everybody except for the dude or the person or whoever or the woman, whatever your gender is, darling. Whoever that was in the comments, you're not a delightful person. who you were, the person stirring up trouble. You're not a delightful person, but the rest of us are. Repeat after me. I am a delightful person. 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 This affirmation says you deserve to heal, but we're going to change that you to I. So repeat after me. I deserve to heal. Even you, Captain Starship, even you, Captain Stirring Up Trouble, you deserve to heal. And I hope you do that. I hope you go to your Lord and Savior and a therapist and do the healing work you need to do. I deserve to heal. I deserve to heal. I deserve to heal. Repeat after me. I deserve to heal. I deserve to heal. I deserve to heal. Let's do one more affirmation. This affirmation says, I am a magnet for money. 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 Okay. Now we're going to move into the last cards of the reading. We have Sky Father, trust the unknown. Okay. A couple messages. Number 1, the divine masculine, the healthy patriarchy is here for you. It's really easy to forget that there is a version of divine masculinity that exists, and it is ancient. It is just as ancient as divine femininity. The grandfathers, the loving, healthy, beautiful grandfathers are here for you. They're here to support your growth. They're here to support your forward movement. Father Time. They're here for you. The Divine Masculine is here to guide you and to help you into the unknown. This whole reading is about having the courage to step into new places, to new things. It is about destruction being at hand and the grand rebirth being before us. This is unknown territory for all of us, darlings. We are literally creating new earth. There is no blueprint, but there is help, there is guidance, there is the assistance available to us. We're all stepping into unknown space. Trust. Trust that you are going where you need to. Trust that you are going to be led to the exact place you need to. The grandfathers on the other side, they love you. Jennifer said, is there such thing as divine androgynous, divine neutrality? Yes, there is, hun. Yes, there is. And that is spoken to in many of our indigenous faiths and cultures. This is really why it's important to decolonize, okay? Most of our very ancient ancestors understood that there was more than one gender. But they also stood that things like the masculine and the feminine anchored things. The masculine and the feminine energies are simply anchors, darling. And there are things that exist in the gray area. Okay, and we know that the gray areas can move between the masculine and the feminine and embody different parts of those things at different levels. So yes, there's the divine neutrality, there's the divine vayness. Now it's complex. Christianity and the Judeo-Christian Islamic triad and all of those married with colonialism has limited our language. Our indigenous cultures had way more expressions and languages for more genders. This also includes white people. White people forget that whiteness isn't a concept. It's not something real. It's a concept. It is a concept, but it's not something real. When you abandon whiteness, you can get to actually who your people are. And the story of colonialism starts with white people first. And it's definitely got big when Christianity landed in Europe, okay? When that happened, before that happened, even white people understood. The ancient ancestors understood there was more than the divine masculine, the divine feminine, that there were otherness there. So yes, there is divine neutrality. There is divine neutrality. Even with the creator. Creator is God, goddess, and the neutral. Okay, and the English language is not adequate. It's a dirty language. It's just a dirty language. So there is not language adequate to express the complexity of the divine masculine and the divine feminine and the divine other. Okay, but there is that. There is that. In ancient cultures, it was all celebrated. It was all celebrated. Our complexity was celebrated. In ancient cultures, we understood that we were a part of nature, we were reflections of nature, and we saw ourselves in nature. When you look at nature, there are animals, there are plants that are hybrids, that are completely masculine, completely feminine, and there are plants that are none of those things, and there are plants that are all of those things. There are animals. I saw a picture of a bird who was like visually split down the middle, but genetically it was like the left part of it was feminine, the right part of it was masculine. So our ancient ancestors, we knew that we were a part of nature. We understood the complexities of nature, so we understood that we were complex as well. Okay. With that being said, we celebrated the anchors and the other. We let divine masculinity be what it is, and that divine masculinity didn't encroach on femininity or divine otherness. Divine femininity didn't encroach on divine masculinity or divine otherness, and divine otherness didn't encroach on divine femininity or divine masculinity. Okay, so I hope that helped. The granddads, though, they're coming for you, to comfort you, to love you, to help you. As a whole goddess worshiper, as a whole gender fluid person myself, who exists all over the binary. Yes, I am masculine. Yes, I am feminine. Yes, I am androgynous. I am all the things, baby. I am all the genders. I am all the genders. As someone who is a whole goddess worshiper, I can tell you that this energy is potent. The grandfathers are here for us. They want to love on us, and they want to restore divine masculinity. They want to restore it. They're working on the other side to do so. And they're here to help us move through the other side. They're here to help us to restore the balance between divine femininity and masculinity. Once that balance is restored, all of the other can be restored as well. So trust your path. Trust that you're moving into the unknown. Trust that we are all building a new earth, a new future, a new us, a new society. And the ancestors and the guides are absolutely here to help us. Let me check in with these comments. Let me check in with these comments. Let me see. Baby Halo said, this resonates. I keep getting balance, show up in different places. Jennifer said that. Kiki said, my hubby has the divine masculine energy, but really, though, he really walked me through tough moments in life. Amen. The divine masculine is here for us. Let me see. Jennifer said, I know in a lot of West African languages there aren't even gender terms, which is why West Africans have trouble with pronouns in English. They don't exist in our tribes. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of us who, in acknowledging all of the genders, we didn't have gendered languages at all. So there's lots of tribes. There's First Nations tribes in Africa. There's First Nations tribes all over the Americas, from South America, Middle America, Central America, all of that. There's a lot of us who did not have pronouns at all, and who still some cultures still are to that, adhering to that. So yeah, English and colonialism quite limited and quite remedial. Our ancient cultures had the language rich, so rich. Melted Snow said Norse, Celts, and Proto-Germanic tribes all celebrated this. Yes, they did. Someone said, are we in the midst of history repeating itself with more acceptance, fluidity, non-binary, etc.? I don't think it's history repeating itself because it's always been here. I think we're at a place in history where we're at a place in history where colonialism is dying. Colonialism in its incarnation, white supremacy in its incarnation is absolutely dying. And so this is allowing for the resurgence of us coming out and being public with these things, in my opinion, All right, beautiful people, last card of the reading. Let's get it together. We have the Water Guardian, which is all about connect with your emotions. This is going to be very, 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 very important. Connect with your emotions, okay? What do you feel at your core? What do you feel at your core about everything? About everything. About everything. Check in with your emotions. Check in with your emotions. Check in with your emotions and process them. A lot of us aren't processing them because a lot of us are feeling very, very big things right now and we have no idea how to process all those things. If you continue to suppressing those things, at some point it's going to explode and it's going to come out in a way that is not productive for you, in a way that could be potentially dangerous or destructive for you. Process your emotions. Check in with what you're feeling. If you don't got it, you don't got it. Say that, live in that space, and do something about it. Check in with your emotions. Process your stuff. Nobody is okay right now. Nobody's okay right now. Nobody's okay right now. We're trying our best. Nobody is okay right now. Check in with your emotions. Good, bad, ugly, and in between. Process them. Process them. Process them. A lot of times our manifestations aren't working out because your manifestation is very much connected to your emotions. So again, if you are manifesting more money in your life, but you're ultimately at your core scared of money because you were taught to be scared of money because of capitalism or because poverty mindset, all of that, you need to examine that. You'll never be able to manifest money if the way you feel about money is messed up. You will never be able to manifest love in your life if the way you feel about being loved on is messed up. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You will not manifest yourself out of a messed up life if you don't examine where you feel. Your feelings are at the seat of all of your manifestations. If ultimately you hate yourself, you won't manifest good things in your life for yourself. And unless you check in at that core level of what you feel at your base, and a lot of us are running from the not so good emotions because it's unpopular to admit those things. It's not fun to sit in the mirror and say, no, I actually loathe myself. I hate myself to death. But baby, I'm going to tell you this. I am at a place of true self-love, and that started at ground zero. it started at me looking in the mirror and literally saying to myself, you hate every part of your existence. You hate it. You hate the way you look. You hate the way you act. You hate the way you feel. You hate your body. You hate your mind. You hate every single part of yourself. I had to just admit it. And I sat there for a second. I didn't explain it. I didn't I just sat there and sat with that truth, that hard truth. You hate yourself. And after I sat with that truth and accepted that that's where I was at, I accepted the next truth, which was I don't want to hate myself anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And that's where I started. I examined. Once I accepted that, then I said, okay, where did this come from? How did I get here? And through asking that question and unraveling those answers, I was able to begin to address those things and heal. And now I'm at a place of true self-love. You got to start with where you're at, how you really feel. There's a lot of you who are like, I'm okay. You're not okay. You're not okay. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Once you admit it, we can then begin to work with it. We can begin to do something about it. Because just because you're okay, not okay right now, doesn't mean that that has to be the situation forever. It doesn't. We can fix it. We can address it. Check in with your emotions. Connect with those things. Some of you need to connect with your happiness. On the flip side, some of you have been in such dismal and in such deep connection with the shadow emotions that it's hard for you to connect with the happy emotions. It's hard for you to let yourself be happy. There's some of you who've been so used to being depressed and so used to being sad that when happiness comes around, it feels like a betrayal. And you need to connect with that because your joy should be celebrated. Your joy should be displayed. Your joy should be allowed space. Connect with your emotions. Make space for your emotions. Process your emotions. Be with your emotions. Connect with your emotions. There's a lot of you who are feeling deep anger and deep rage. You're mad. You're mad at the government. You're mad at society. You're mad at your local government officials. You're mad. You're mad at your own family. You're mad. And that's okay. Your rage is divine. Your anger is divine. But you must process it. So think of healthy ways to do that. Or ask for assistance from outside of you for ideas and help with thinking of ways to produce it or to express it. Every once in a while, y'all see glimpses of my true rage. And it's very hard for a lot of you guys to witness me in that space. And in the beginning of me displaying that rage, I used to have people who would come in my comments and be like, Speech, please calm down. Don't be that angry. Don't be that angry. And I had to check them. First off, if you can't handle me at my rage, you aren't allowed to handle me in my softness. Secondly, if I hold the rage or I calm the rage down, all it's going to do is go inside of me and do more damage. When I am happy, I express it to its fullest degree. When I am sad, I express it to its fullest degree. When I am angry, I express it to its fullest degree. And this allows me to process it and get it out of me. So it does not become a damage. So it doesn't become things that end up hurting me or hindering me. I express my rage in the healthiest ways that I can. I direct it. I'm Black. Every day, and I'm American. You want to know what rage is? They just killed and murdered Amir in his sleep. a black man. He was asleep. Every week, there is a report of a young black person, an old black person, being attacked because they're black. You have no idea the rage I deal with every day. If I kept this inside of me, it would kill me. So I make sure I direct it. I make sure I get it out of me. I make sure I process it as much as possible in the healthiest ways I can. Do something with your emotions. Do something. Pour it into your healing. Pour it into a project. Go and buy dishes from the thrift store and break them in a safe place. Do something with your rage. Talk it out. Punch it out in a punching bag. Scream into pillows. Scream into the void. Put it in the earth. Plant gardens. Stomp it into the earth. Dance it out. Put it into your art. Do something with. Get it out of you. Process it. Make space for your emotions. If I let the rage rule me, you would not see the person sitting before you. I use the rage. I process the rage. I release the rage. Connect with your emotions. Process your emotions. Understand emotions are complex. We have hundreds upon hundreds of emotions, to really big emotions to really subtle emotions. Get to know this. Get to know this. Make space. Make space. All right, you guys, we're going to do some affirmations. We are at the end of our reading, baby. We are at the end of our reading. Did this connect? Did you have a good time with this reading? Was this good for you? Let me know if it was good for you. We're going to go ahead and do 3. I live with roommates, so you might hear some commotion. That's them waking up, and then we have some guests, so that's the commotion right now. But we have 3 affirmations for you. This first affirmation is, if you are a man, if you identify as a man, cisgendered man, or a trans man, it doesn't matter. But if you identify as a man, this is for you. If you are not identifying as a man, again, we're going to hold space and just let other people affirm themselves around us. So this says, I love the man that I am. I love the man that I am. Also, this is for non-binary or gender fluid people. So this is for me. I love the man that I am. 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 All right, this is for my non-binary babes. So for those of you who are non-binary, I want you to repeat after me. If you are not non-binary, just hold space as non-binary folks affirm themselves. Repeat after me. My non-binary body is beautiful. 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 And I swear to God, I do pick these out randomly. So Spirit just be letting us know what we need to know, okay? And last but not least, this is an affirmation that everybody can say. And I think it's absolutely appropriate for Black History Month. And again, chosen at random, Spirit be nosing. Be knowing. Black Lives Matter. Say it with your chest. Black Lives Matter. 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 All right, you beautiful people. Once again, if this was hidden for you, that Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. The PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. Always feel free and empowered to show your financial appreciation for the spiritual labor, emotional labor, community labor. Once again, I'm going to be doing these readings on Sundays in February, 9:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is just for the month of February, and the month of March. We're going to choose a different time, but I'll hit you every single Sunday at that time during that space. Okay. I want to thank every single one of you for your support. I want to thank you for the way that y'all rally up around each other, the way that you help each other, the way that you respond to each other, the way that you encourage each other. I want to thank you for the way that when the trolls enter the chat, the way y'all dog pile on them. I love the way that some of you hit them with the positivity, some of you hit them with the education, and some of you just be hitting them. You just be checking all the hell out of them. And I'd be like, look at all of the parts of my personality represented. I have some of my followers who are like, let me intellectually beat your behind. Then some of you who are like, let me emotionally beat your behind. And some of you are like, I will physically put you up against a wall. Shut up and stop being mean. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. I love you so much. And again, thank you for your patience with me. I know I said you was going to get your 3 videos this week, and I just was getting my space together. Really, that's what it is. My filming space is finally coming together. My personal space where I'm living is finally coming, like my rooms are finally coming together. And with my neurodivergent brain, things need to be a certain way in order for me to move forward. And that's just what it is. And I finally have accepted that. I fought that so long, but I'm being way more accepting of my neurodivergency and the way that my brain works. And there's just certain things that need to be in place for me in order to do certain things. And I'm with that. And it's a learning curve because there's sometimes I will speak above myself and I can do this, and then I'll be in a situation like, my brain can't work like this. So thank you for your patience. But I do have my filming space is finally worked out. I'm in my filming space. This is my office and my altar room and my creative room. There's something right beside me that needs to be moved. You can see the shadow of it right here. But once this is moved this week, my space will be a lot more settled. There's still stuff to do, but I will be able to work and give you guys the content you've been asking for. Earlier in these comments, someone said, can you speak to how do you love yourself? That's a whole video. And that I'm going to do a whole video on that. Okay? So I'm going to put that. Do me a favor. Whoever asked that question, I'm going to post this video. I want you to re-ask that question under the replay. So I remember, because I have to teach a workshop today and I'm going to get off of here and prepare for that. I have an online workshop. FYI, I teach a lot of workshops. So pay attention to my community posts about the workshops that I teach, because I'm going to post the flyers on there. But so put that question again on this video when I post it, and then I'm going to add that to my list of videos to make about. I think I've addressed this before, but I will address it again in a whole video, and I'll speak to my process of self-love and how I've helped others come into some self-love. So, and just like that, someone asked me to do a question earlier about a video, and I'm going to do a video about whatever you asked. So put that in the comments too. I forgot. Well, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all your super chats. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate you so much. You guys are amazing. Again, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that you guys, I'm thankful. Melted Snow Girl said, wondering when the Pirate King will set up a Discord. Okay. Call me out. You calling me out? Okay. You're right. I need to set up a Discord. You're right. So I'm going to get back on that this week. I have a lot to do. A lot to do. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. And so I'm going to set up a Discord. I don't know what to do on Discord. Okay. And Baby Halo. Baby Halo is like checking the hell out of me today. Have you set up your GoFundMe? Oh, I have not. And I'm going to set up my GoFundMe. So Baby Halo's calling me out. And I do get a pass for this because I was supposed to set up my GoFundMe for you guys to help me with my podcast. I literally just need a smooth $6,000 to buy the equipment that I need. I want the best equipment because I also want the ability. I know what I want to have the ability to do. It's going to require me to have good equipment to do so. So
I need to set up a GoFundMe. I gave myself the deadline of January 1st. Of course, you know my friends were unalived in a hate crime, and I brought in my year handling that. So my mind wasn't on that GoFundMe at all. And because I've been doing my grieving work and helping my community do their grieving work, I just could not even think about doing that GoFundMe. But I'm still grieving. I'm still grieving, but I do have this space to do that, honestly. So I'm going to do that. And honestly, I forgot about it. So thank you for doing that. So the Discord will be up. The Patreon will be up. We're doing that. And the podcast will be up. So I'm busting my behind for you. And thank you for giving me space. And thank you for that reminder, because I did need to be pushed on that. I did need to have the space. And y'all respected that, because I do remember I asked you guys to hold me accountable. I asked you guys if I hadn't had that up by January 1st for you to come for me. And y'all pretty much saw what was going on. And everybody was like, we're not going to say anything. And I appreciate that, because I might have yelled at you if you would have come at me and said, where's your GoFundMe? I might have yelled at you and been like, I'm sad right now. But so thank you. This is appropriate. You calling me out on this video is appropriate. There's been adequate enough time. So I'm on it. 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 I'm gonna do that. Y'all will see the GoFundMe by the end of this week. Okay. And isn't there fees with the GoFundMe? I think I'm gonna ask for 7,000 because I need 6,000, but they take a percentage of it. So I'm gonna ask for 7,000. And then that way I can buy all of the equipment that I need. I need some hardline equipment, and I need some software that I need to buy. And then I'm going to pay someone to help me put that all together. So this is where that money is going to go. And after that, the podcast is yours. I'm having some problems naming the podcast. So when I'm going to narrow the names down, and I'm going to let you guys choose. So I'm going to do a poll on here, so pay attention to that. So I love you all. This video is long. We're gonna stop it now. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your support. Thank you for calling me out. Thank you for calling me in. Thank you for keeping me accountable. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for just all of it. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for commenting positively. Just thank you for loving each other. We are creating a really good community. I am going to definitely do the Discord. I'm going to do the Discord. Jennifer said, we can have movie nights, watch TV shows, talk about spirituality, 18 and plus shit, wherever you want to put on there, guys. Okay, so what I was thinking about using, so here's the thing. This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking about watching TV. I've recently gotten into Korean dramas, but the period pieces one, and these things be tripping me out. And my friends be laughing at me when I be reacting to these things. So I was thinking about watching Korean dramas with you guys and being all flabbergasted or whatever. I like that. I like that idea. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. So I'm going to think about all of that and get my notes down. You guys are lovely. I love you. I'm going to let you guys go. You have a good Sunday. I'm going to see you next Sunday. And I promise that now that my filming space is way more together, y'all will get your content this week. Y'all will get your content this week. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now we're done for real. Mwah. I love you. I just keep talking to you guys because I like talking to you guys. This is why I need to go live with you more. This is why, okay, so yeah, we're just going to do a Kiki live. I'm going to call that. We're just going to be a live where I just do random shit. I color with y'all and we just talk and y'all can ask me questions and I can just randomly go off on tangents. That's what needs to happen. We're going to figure all this out. Mwah. I love you. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. I love you. How do I even end the video now? I've lost myself. I love you. Goodbye. I can keep talking forever. I love you. Have the best week.